Hey guys, this is the Takeda Shogun in here with my first online commentary for Shogun 2 Total War. Prince Mastodon inspired me to start to do this. Shout out to him. Thank you very much for everything you've done for the Total War community. Now look at my army. I have a Yari cavalry flanking around in the bushes, one veteran unit of Bo Ashigaru, 2 units of Katana Samurai, 1 veteran, 1 not. My general's bodyguard. There's my avatar right there. Now Masa Yi. Now let's look at my opponent's army. He has 2 units of Matchlock Samurai. 1, 2. 1 unit of Yari Ashigaru. And then in the back, he has a unit of Naginata Samurai, his general's bodyguard, and his Naginata monk hero. Those guys are overpowered as heck. Now, for my veteran units, I wanted to change up the colors a lot. That's why they're like multicolored. But yeah. My Yari cavalry named the Red Devils after Naomasa Yi's famous unit. He was famous during the Tokugawa Shogunate for his valor, and he was a famous general under Tokugawa. So, and his units were called the Red Devils because they would fly into combat dressed in full red and just not give up and just keep fighting to the death. Yeah, so Naomasa Yi and Yukimura Sanada are my favorite heroes. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because I'm just shooting some arrows. It's not that interesting. The guy's just kind of testing me. I'll slow it back down again. Decided to try to rush my Yari cavalry up to the top of this hill so I can get a good flanking position on him while I'm sneaking my Yari cavalry around from the other side. In response to this, eventually he's going to send Naginata Samurai up, and I'm going to have to pull him back because Naginata Samurai will mess up my cavalry, and that's my one big advantage in this battle. He has a huge range advantage in his 2 matchlocks. All I have is a Bo Ashigaru in range, so I gotta get a good decisive cavalry charge in, or my units will fall. There's my other Yari cav. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get him between my 2 Yari cav in the hill, between the 2 hills, charge down, and then charge my 2 Katana Samurais forward, while taking all the matchlock fire from my Bo Ashigaru. So now he's sending up his Naginata Samurai. I'm still just waiting up here, trying to bait him up, thinking about what to do, and I realize there's nothing I really can do, so eventually I will pull them out. Now, interesting time period, the warring era in Japan, from about the late 1100s to the early 1800s, or mid 1800s. You went through tons of upheaval, samurai coming to power, samurai going out of power, guns being exported in, then eventually the Meiji Restoration, which eventually forces the samurai out of power, which is why this is my most interesting time period, my favorite, because there's so much stuff going on, you can't really tell what's going to happen next. There's tons of war, tons of upheaval, civil war. There's only twice where they united to fight enemies abroad, was the Mongol invasions and when Mongol invaded Japan, and the Korean invasions, where Hideyoshi Hashiba, which was the first person to really unite Japan for hundreds of years, launched invasions of Korea. 2 invasions actually, failed miserably. Alright, now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to send my veteran unit of Katana Samurai, which I named Akechi's Lions after Mitsuhide Akechi, up on this hill to support my Yari cav, because I need to take this hill for my strategy to work. It lowers my middle, but I figured he wasn't going to attack me anyways, because he saw that unit up on the top of the hill, knew that if he rushed at my middle, my hill unit would just charge down and destroy him. So he does end up keeping all of his units back. My middle only consists now of a Katana Samurai, a Yari cav for now. Eventually I'm going to send them up the hill with the Katanas. And I still have my Yari cav up on this hill just waiting for my chance to strike. They were hidden all game, so he doesn't know I have them. So he's at a bit disadvantage in that. And see, in response to my Katanas moving, he's sending his monk hero into a more defensive position. Now I'm trying to bait him up because he's just camping in the back with his matchlocks and spear units all around, and I can't really do anything. So this whole time we're just talking. I'm like, dude, stop camping, get out, fight. He's like, no, I don't want to, I think I'm fine right here. So in response, I send my Yari cav up to try to maneuver him out, because at this point I control both hills and I control the middle. I'm just waiting for him to move up so I can surround him. or else this battle's going to be quick and decisive. He has more troops than I do, and the hero unit will can easily take out one unit of my Katana Samurai, which would swing the advantage completely his way. I'm going to speed it up a little bit here because it's kind of slow. My Yari Cav is going to the top of the hill. That's it. Alright, now this is when it starts getting interesting. I have my Yari Cav up at the top of the hill. I get a little bored at this point, so I decide to try moving them up, baiting him out. I have some of my archers shooting at him, but I ended up not moving them far up enough, so only a couple were shooting. My bad. So they're taking some fire, and he finally decides to try to make a move. Moves his Naginata's back and decides to move up his matchlocks right between the middle of the hills, which is what I wanted him to do. So I just keep moving up all my troops, making sure that they're well supported, trying to bait him more, getting full flights of arrows in now. And he's finally moving up those matchlocks, those crucial matchlocks, where if he loses those, the battle's lost. He's trying to out-harass my bowmen, but they're just gunning down. They're gunning down a bunch, but they will lose that battle. Oh, I got the blood pack too. Adds a little extra oomph to the battles. So he's doing extra. See, we're doing damage to the matchlock samurais. He decides to move up his Naginatas, which is even better because I have Katana Samurai on the other side of the hill, and that lowers the defense of his general. So I decide this is the best point to strike because I'm losing men at this point and losing the battle. So I send down my Yari Cav from the top of that hill to flank the Nagi or Matchlock Samurai. And also send my Yari Cav from the other side of the hill because he left his general exposed. So I'm attacking his general right now. So I end up routing his Matchlock Samurai very quickly because they're scared. And I send up my Katana Samurai to kill the Naginata. At this point, I've routed his general, I've routed his Yari Spearmen are getting unmoraled. And all that's left really is his monk hero. So I decide at this point to have my cavalry kind of raid the backs of those Yari Ashigaru, make sure they don't come back. Because at this point, I want to just focus on killing that one hero unit. And I've killed his Naginata Samurai at this point. So I decided to send down all my units to rush the monk hero. This guy knows he's lost already, but he decided to go out with a bang. I can't really say his name because it's not good for YouTube. I don't want to get banned or anything, so it's like F you all or something like that. I can't remember exactly. So all my samurai are now fighting his monks, getting messed up, but I sent a couple of cavalry raids in the back, kill a couple of them, but they're still very strong. So I ended up having to pull out my cavalry a few times and send them back in, but yeah, that wasn't a big deal. Did tons of damage, and I ended up winning the battle simply because he lost those matchlock samurai. If he kept those back, I would have had problems, but I was able to bait him out by showing a strong force on each side of the hill, or one side of the hill. So he thought he was safe. That's why I sent up those Naginatas just to protect the flank. So I forgot my bow units were still shooting, but they ended up killing more, like 10 of my guys, I think, and a bunch of the monk heroes, so I can't really complain. I think like the last 3 guys got killed by my bow unit. So I just keep sending my cavalry charging into the back because this is the last unit. Once I get rid of this unit, I've won. So I'm just waiting for my opportunity to say GG at this point. And they're starting to wear down now. Their numbers are getting thin. I got them completely surrounded. This guy's a hero though. He kills like 3 of my guys before he goes down, I think. Let's see. Oh, another neck stab. Look at that blood. Thank God Shogun finally. Thank God a Total War game finally has blood effects. Makes it a lot more realistic and more fun. Well, at this point he left. Good game to my opponent. Unfortunately, I didn't record the battle statistics, but next time I will. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still learning. Alright, shout out again to Prince of Macedon for inspiring me to do this. Hopefully one of these days we can play a game, Prince. Keep up the good work, and there will be more for me in the future. Thanks, guys. Bye.